We all did an exercise internally at Velocity, picking our word of the year. Bob, I know you already mentioned yours in one of your examples earlier, but what was your word of the year for 2021? And how have you had a chance to practice that, or where have you seen it show up in these first couple of months of the year so far?
For me, mine is momentum. I'm really looking forward to building a life sciences practice with you guys. And there are a lot of really exciting things that we're doing to make that happen, speaking at conferences and writing all kinds of different types of content for that community. And each and every day, I'm looking to build upon that and make it happen for 2021.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Mine's discipline. One of the things that 2020 had on me was an erosion of discipline. So I enjoyed a lot of wine at the beginning of 2020. I worked out a lot less throughout 2020. So for me, 2021 is all about not learning new things and taking on new challenges, but getting back to my basics and doing the things that I know I need to do every day. Prayer, reading, spending time, eating better, spending time in fitness and in my relationships. So being disciplined around things that frankly, I just fell off the wagon a little bit in 2020.
You're reading a book a day.
I am. Thanks, Dan.
That's discipline.
That's discipline.
It is.
Mine is courageous conversations, and for me, I think there are people in my life that like that's my word of the year, and other people that don't like. And there's times in coaching conversations where I remind folks that I'm working with that that's my conversation words of the year, and so they know a doozy's going to be delivered in terms of a question. But I think it's also the way it's impacted me now is I'm starting to ask myself those courageous questions and trying to have a response that's meaningful and will resonate in a way that changes me. And so coming out of COVID with a time of reflection and a narrowness in many opportunities, it's those levels of introspection for myself and the clients that I work with that I believe are transformative down the road.
Yeah.
What you, Ben?
For me, it was consistency. And I think that incorporates a few of the things that you've already talked about, discipline being one of them, match the moment like we talked about earlier, but just making sure that I'm not letting external circumstances impact my response to what's happening, right? And beyond just the obvious from 2020, there's a lot of family issues and things that took place, and that year was very challenging for me. And I found myself my mood, my actions, my intensity or my tone would vary depending on the situation. So I've been really intentional at trying to be more consistent, just in the way I work with our team, my relationships, clients, overall just a commitment level and everything. And so I feel like it's been a great opportunity the first couple of months to practice that. So a long way to go. I can still be kind of intense sometimes, but I've been enjoying the pursuit of trying to make sure that I'm consistent as much as possible.
I have a question for the three of you. So how do you keep your word of the year top of mind?
I have it all over my office. I just see it every morning. First thing I see, momentum. Do something. Make progress. Be focused. And for me, that's important, because I otherwise could become a little bit scattered, if not very.
Yeah. For me, I have it at the top of my to-do list. So as I'm going through the things that I'm tactically going to be doing that day, there's a difference between what you do and how you do it, right? For me, the what I do wasn't really what I was focused on. It was how I go about doing those things. So it's literally at the top of my to-do list. So every time I start working through that list, consistency in the way I do it is how I keep it top of mind.
Mine's written on a board, so I see it all the time, but I also tell meaningful and important people in my life that that's my focus, and I ask them to help remind me when they don't think that I'm doing that.
That's great. How about you, Dave?
Similar to the three of you, it's I use visual representation of my word. Others know about my word. I talk about my word a lot. It's amazing when you have a word, how often it comes up. I'm sure you see the word consistency a lot more. You probably see the word momentum a lot more. So for me, it's really through habits and ritual. I've become very routined this year, which has helped me create that discipline.